Welcome, trivia lovers and wisdom keepers. It's time to take a journey back in time and put the knowledge you've gathered over a lifetime to the test. 30 questions spanning the decades are coming your way. Think your mind is as sharp as ever? Let's find out. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Question 1. Before the internet, what was the primary source for finding a local business's phone number? Was it A, the radio, B, the Yellow Pages, C, the town crier, or D, a library index?
The correct answer is B, the Yellow Pages. That thick yellow book was the original search engine, delivered right to your doorstep every year. Question 2. Which iconic singer was known as the king of rock and roll? Was it A, Johnny Cash, B, Chuck Berry, C, Elvis Presley, or D, Jerry Lee Lewis? The correct answer is C, Elvis Presley. With his legendary moves and unforgettable voice, the king changed the music world forever. Question 3. What 1960s cultural phenomenon referred to a wave of UK rock bands becoming popular in the US? The correct answer is D, the British invasion. Led by the Beatles, this musical wave took America by storm in the mid-1960s. Question 4. According to many long-married couples, what is a key secret to a lasting relationship? A, never disagreeing. B, buying expensive gifts. C, learning to compromise. Or D, living in separate houses. The correct answer is C, learning to compromise. They say a successful marriage is less about finding the perfect person and more about learning to love an imperfect person perfectly. Question 5. What was the name of the first man-made satellite launched into space in 1957, sparking the space race? A, Explorer 1. B, Sputnik 1. C, Apollo 1. D, Voyager 1. The correct answer is B, Sputnik 1. Launched by the Soviet Union, its simple beep-beep signal from orbit stunned the world and kicked the space race into high gear. Question 6. What popular 1970s fashion trend involved trousers that were wide at the bottom? A, skinny jeans. B, peg leg pants. C, bell bottoms. D, capri pants. The correct answer is C, bell bottoms. A true icon of 70s fashion. The wider the flare, the more fashionable you were. Question 7. In their golden years, what do most people say is a more valuable currency than money? A, fame. B, power. C, time. D, gold. The correct answer is C, time. As people get older, they often realize that time is the one thing you can't earn back, making every moment precious. Question 8. Which U.S. president famously said, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country"? A, Franklin D. Roosevelt. B, Dwight D. Eisenhower. C,
John F. Kennedy. D. Ronald Reagan. The correct answer is C. John F. Kennedy. Those powerful words from his 1961 inaugural address inspired a generation to public service. Question 9. What was the name of the popular gelatin dessert, often seen in colorful, molded shapes at parties? A. Pudding. B. Mousse. C. Jello. D. Custard. The correct answer is C. Jello. From family dinners to potlucks, a wiggly, jiggly Jello mold was a staple dessert for decades. Question 10. What do many retirees say they wish they had worried less about during their careers? A. What other people thought. B. Taking more vacation. C. Learning a new skill. D. Saving for retirement. The correct answer is A. What other people thought. Many wise folks in their later years realized they spent too much energy worrying about others' opinions instead of living more authentically. Question 11. Which landmark 1969 music festival was famously billed as 3 Days of Peace and Music? A. Monterey Pop Festival. B. Woodstock. C. Altamont Speedway Free Festival. Or D. The Isle of Wight Festival. The correct answer is B. Woodstock. It became a legendary symbol of the 1960s counterculture movement and one of the most famous music events in history. Question 12. Before streaming, what was the primary way to rent movies for home viewing in the 80s and 90s? A. Going to a movie theater. B. Ordering from a catalog. C. Visiting a video rental store. D. Downloading from the internet. The correct answer is C. A video rental store. Many Friday nights were spent browsing the aisles of places like Blockbuster, hoping your movie choice wasn't already rented out. Question 13. What simple, free activity do many people over 80 credit for their happiness? A. Watching the news 24/7. B. Arguing about politics. C. Appreciating small daily joys. D. Collecting expensive items. The correct answer is C. Many find that the greatest source of happiness isn't in big achievements, but in appreciating the small things, like a sunny day or a good cup of coffee. Question 14. What was the name of the iconic Volkswagen car, beloved for its unique shape and simplicity? A. The Rabbit. B. The Fox. C. The Beetle. D. The Thing. The correct answer is C. The Beetle. Affectionately known as the Bug, this little car became a cultural icon around the world. Question 15. The fall of which wall in 1989 symbolized the end of the Cold War? A. The Great Wall of China. B. The Berlin Wall. C. Hadrian's Wall. D. the Western Wall?
The correct answer is B, the Berlin Wall. Its fall was a monumental moment in world history, reuniting a city and signaling the collapse of the Iron Curtain.
Question 16. What do many grandparents say is the best part of having grandchildren? A. The peace and quiet. B. Experiencing joy without the full responsibility. C. The extra household chores. D. The financial cost. The correct answer is B. Grandparents often say they get to enjoy all the fun, love, and laughter of children, and then give them back at the end of the day. Question 17. Which classic TV show featured a mobile army surgical hospital during the Korean War? A. Hogan's Heroes. B. Combat. C. MASH. D. The A-Team. The correct answer is C. MASH. For 11 seasons, audiences tuned in for its perfect blend of comedy and drama, and its finale is still one of the most watched episodes in TV history. Question 18. Before email, what was a common way to send quick, typed messages over long distances? A. A postcard. B. A carrier pigeon. C. A telegram. D. A smoke signal. The correct answer is C. A telegram. Sent via telegraph lines, these short messages were the precursor to today's instant messaging, often used for important news. Question 19. What do many people who have lived long, full lives say is the biggest risk of all? A. Investing in the stock market. B. Starting a new business. C. Traveling to a foreign country. D. Not taking any risks at all. The correct answer is D. They say a life lived in fear is a life half lived. The biggest regret is often for the chances we didn't take. Question 20. What device, with its familiar circular dial, was used to make phone calls for most of the 20th century? A. The push-button phone. B. The rotary phone. C. The candlestick phone. D. The cell phone. The correct answer is B. The rotary phone. Younger generations will never know the unique sound and satisfying click of dialing a number on one of these. Question 21. Which Motown group was famous for hits like My Girl and Ain't Too Proud to Beg? A. The Four Tops. B. The Supremes. C. The Temptations. D. The Jackson 5. The correct answer is C. The Temptations. Their smooth harmonies and slick choreography made them one of the most successful groups in music history. Question 22. What piece of advice do many older adults wish they could give to their younger selves? A. Don't trust anyone. B. Don't be afraid to fail. C. Work harder and sleep less. D. Always play it safe. The correct answer is B. Don't be afraid to fail. Many learn that failures aren't endings, but valuable lessons that lead to growth and wisdom. Question 23. What was the title of the very first movie in the original Star Wars trilogy released in 1977? A. The Empire Strikes Back. B. Return of the Jedi. C. A New Hope. D. The Phantom Menace. The correct answer is C. A New Hope. Though many just called it Star Wars at the time, its official title set the stage for one of the biggest sagas in film history. Question 24. Before word processors, what machine was essential for typing up documents? A. A printing press. B. A mimeograph. C. A typewriter. D. A computer. The correct answer is C. A typewriter. The clack, 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 and the ding at the end of a line was the soundtrack of offices and homes for decades. Question 25. As people get older, what quality do they say they value most in their friends? A. Wealth and status. B. A large social media following. C. Loyalty and reliability. Or D. A good sense of fashion. The correct answer is C. Loyalty and reliability. As life goes on, people tend to value friends who are there for them through thick and thin, no matter what. Question 26. Which candy bar, introduced in 1930, was famously marketed as being packed with peanuts? A. Hershey's bar. B. Snickers. C. Three Musketeers. D. Baby Ruth. The correct answer is B. Snickers. Its combination of nougat, caramel, and peanuts has made it one of the world's most popular candy bars for over 90 years. Question 27. What simple daily habit is often linked to maintaining mental sharpness well into old age? A. Watching reality TV. B. Avoiding social interaction. C. Reading and doing puzzles. D. Sleeping most of the day. The correct answer is C. Reading and doing puzzles. Keeping the mind active and engaged is one of the best exercises for long-term brain health. Question 28. Who was the beloved host of The Tonight Show for 30 years, from 1962 to 1992? A. Steve Allen. B. Jack Paar. C. Johnny Carson. D. Jay Leno. The correct answer is C. Johnny Carson. For millions of Americans, the phrase, "Here's Johnny," was the signal that it was time to end the day with some laughter. Question 29. After a long life, what do most people over 80 say is the true key ingredient to happiness? A. A large inheritance. B. A big house. C. Good relationships. D. A fancy car. The correct answer is C. Good relationships. Study after study and story after story shows that strong bonds with family and friends are the greatest predictor of happiness and well-being. And for our final question, number 30. Which historic event on July 20th, 1969 was watched by an estimated 500 million people worldwide? A. The Beatles' first U.S. concert. B. The Super Bowl III. C. The moon landing. Or D. The Woodstock Festival. The correct answer is C. The moon landing. The world held its breath as Neil Armstrong took one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.